Hello and welcome. It's African King Academy back again. And this is a little bit of a special one, a birthday special. My birthday just came and went. It's about to be midnight, born on the 13th. And I thought, why not? Top 5 Libra athletes. Yeah, I know, star signs. A lot of people don't believe in them, but it was easier to find athletes by Libra rather than October. I might even do the October one. Why not? I might even just do it by October as well, or or similar, birthdays around the month of October as well. Maybe October athletes as well. But for the Libra athletes, I found 5. I looked at different sports. I first went to football, and the name that kind of sprang to mind the most was Latin Ibrahimovic. Man, the myth, the legend. A lion doesn't talk about the regular people. When you dare to Zlatan, you dare to do the most, and he was a bigger he was a bigger character than most. I mean, his arrogance was off the chart, but he backed it up on the football field. Everywhere he went, he won. Um, he even told Pep himself, how you driving a Ferrari like a Fiat, and that's what he was. He did things that made you think, wow, wow, but he backed it up every time. And that's why I like him. That's why I like Zlatan. I've always had a thing where I feel like Zlatan is someone that can rub people the wrong way, but I feel like when you have that kind of level of confidence, it can be admired as well as hated. Admired because you wish you could kind of project yourself in that such manner. Talk yourself in a third sense that you're more than just a person. That you project yourselves to kind of build a legacy. No, because that Zlatan name will have a legacy going forward. Then next, obviously, I went into American football. I got the Saints cap on, and the name that stood out the most was Kelsey. Um, some would say the best tight end of all time, depending on who you're asking and what team they support. But he's been dominant ever since he's got on the field. Part of the best brother duo. They faced each other in the Super Bowl. Obviously, Travis won that one. Multiple Super Bowl champion, multiple Super Bowl trips. Still going to this day, and he's still a big piece of that Kansas City Chiefs offense. I mean, even the other day against the Lions, he was a big reason why they won that game. So, um, another man that's transcended the sport, obviously with his relationship with Taylor Swift as well. So he's making a name for himself both on and off the field, if you know what I mean. Then I went to basketball. You got ball out, and the name that sprung to me. There was other couple names. There was Scottie Pippen, there was a Kevin Durant, but the name that sprang to me most is Derrick Rose. Um, a man that kind of encapsulated a city, Chirac. Um, he made that city his own. He was the thing after Jordan that made Chicago tick for that little while. The youngest MVP. Um, and it's a big what if story with him. I feel like it's a what if what he could be, what he could have become, and the man he could have become. Yeah, let me turn up the music a little bit. But yeah, that's for me for him. Then I got to go to my WWE, and then the man that kind of epitomized Libra, the yin and yang, the Miz. You love to hate him. Um, he's kind of done things in the sport in terms of sports entertainment as a wrestler. The trials and tribulations he went through, being kicked out of the locker room, for being a big part of that locker room, for being someone who was never meant to make it, to being a 20 plus year veteran, to being a guy that's won all the accolades, done everything you can do in the business and more, to being the guy that they call up when you need someone to do something. They call the Miz, and as I said, he's got a punchable face. You love to hate him. he can get you to boom to the high heavens, and that's a skill in itself. The ultimate heel. And yeah, I think that's why he belongs on this list in terms of WWE. And finally, I scoured the sports out. I said, what else can I put in terms of this top 5 list? Serena Williams, dominance, a lady that dominated the game pretty much. Women's tennis never the same after her and Venus came through. But she did it in another level. You know, people tried to make rivalries with her and Sharapova, but it wasn't a rivalry. It was a beatdown every time they faced. She was power personified, elegance on the court, able to beat you with the serve, beat you with the forehand, backhand, was more powerful than most of the women on the circuit, and was winning it all at a ferocious rate. She was the ultimate winner, and a great name to round out this group for this birthday special. The, the 5 Libra athletes that, you know, come to mind. Maybe, maybe you know some other Libra athletes down below. Name a couple of them. Maybe someone's I forgot. Maybe in other sports that I don't watch. As I said, I'm not a genius, but those were the 5 names that stood out to me. And yeah, this has been African King Academy as my birthday winds down. I'm out, people. Peace.